are there any common sense Democrats out there that have, seen you in the hallway? Hey, MTG, you know what? I'm a parent and I agree with you. I'll help you sign that. There's got to be one. Is there one?
Howdy, y'all. I'm Brylan. The Supreme Court just handed a major win to sanity. Thank God. I mean, it seems like it's been a while since that's happened, but oh man, am I so proud of the great state of Tennessee. Listen to this. SCOTUS says Tennessee can protect kids from TWAN procedures. Other states should follow our lead. 100%. Absolutely should. However, think about this for a second. We're literally at the state in our country, in America, where we have to go to the top court of the land. We have to go to the Supreme Court in order to tell us that kids can be protected from radical, loony leftists that are trying to destroy. Not just destroy them mentally, spiritually, emotionally, but physically. For a child to be physically safe in America, the Supreme Court had to okay it. It's just nuts! Real quick, would you consider hitting that thumbs up button? You know when you like this video, it'll get pushed out to more people, and it would really help spread the truth. On December 4th, 2024, the Supreme Court of the United States heard oral arguments in the case for Tennessee Senate Bill 1. Today, the highest court in the land has spoken, and it got it right. Thankfully, in a decision that will now set precedent through the entire country, the Supreme Court has upheld Tennessee's right to protect our children from irreversible and unproven medical procedures under the guise of gender-affirming care. This is not just a victory for Tennessee, but for every state in the country seeking to preserve its duty to protect minors, which it should be the duty of every state, but it isn't. That's an issue. Again, we had to go to the highest court of the land to tell us it's okay to do this. Oh man, just the depravity is so thick and it's just so strong and people are falling for it, all in the name of love and tolerance and acceptance and inclusion. Literally, these people are the opposite of every single one of those things, yet they claim they are the harbingers of it. In today's political climate, it's more clear than ever that the left has resisted so much that they now champion doing these things to the bodies of children. In their America, biology and truth are optional, and children are subject to permanent life-changing procedures. Back in 2023, after Matt Walsh and the team at the Daily Wire uncovered disturbing details about so-called affirming care in our state, we said enough is enough. Now, 2 years later, that law was just affirmed by the United States Supreme Court to allow children who cannot vote, get a tattoo, or enlist in the military to permanent, as well as many other things that children are not allowed to do, to permanently alter their bodies in the name of affirming them is not compassion, it's exploitation, and many other things other than exploitation as well. Many other horrid things. As a senator, I swore an oath to uphold the Constitution and protect Tennesseans. That's why my colleagues and I passed this legislation. With this historic ruling, the Supreme Court of the United States, with Tennessee right by their side, took a stand and made a bold statement. Our country will not stand by while children are preyed upon for profit. Tennessee has become a haven for families fleeing left-wing chaos in blue states. Families are moving here seeking common sense and stability that frankly does not exist anymore in areas of our country. With this Supreme Court ruling, Tennessee continues leading the nation and solidifying itself as a state with a backbone. Goes on to say that this ruling is more than a legal win, and it's a start of a cultural shift. The powers that be hate that cultural shift, though. We cannot be complacent. We can't get comfortable with wins like this. Oh, we got the Supreme Court's approval to protect children. Insane we even have to go that far, and that's even a thing. But we can't get comfortable now. We can't, well, the battle's over. No, it is still raging, and it will always rage until Christ returns. We must be on guard constantly. In fact, Matt Walsh said, the Supreme Court upholds our ban in Tennessee against transitioning procedures for minors. A huge victory, a fatal blow to the mutilation industry. We won. Now, again, this is fantastic. Riley Gaines actually said, grateful for you. This might be a victory. But again, the battle is still raging. However, I don't want to be a party pooper. It is okay to celebrate this as a win. It absolutely is a win. But I'm just making the point that we got here somehow by people letting their guards down. And it can happen again. And we just got to make sure that it doesn't. Matt Walsh also said, 3 years ago, we launched our investigation into Vanderbilt's mutilation practices. We rallied in the state capitol. Our lawmakers responded with a law banning mutilation in the state. Today, the Supreme Court upheld our law, which means mutilation can be banned anywhere and everywhere in the country, and should be. This is a truly historic victory, and I'm grateful to be a part of it, along with so many others who have fought relentlessly for years. And then Walsh said, with the SCOTUS decision today, there's no excuse for Republicans. They must pass Rep. MTG's, Marjorie Taylor Greene, banning gender transition nationwide for children. Absolutely no tolerance for failure on this issue. Let's see this thing through to the end. Finish the butchery industry once and for all. And here's Marjorie Taylor Greene talking about that law.
And are there any common sense Democrats out there that have, seen you in the hallway? Hey, MTG, you know what? I'm a parent and I agree with you. I'll help you sign that. There's got to be one. Is there one with common sense in Washington?
No, not a single Democrat. Not one, Dan.
Wow.
And you can expect it.
Wow.
As a matter of fact, they spent the entire time attacking me personally and defending the ability to cut children's hearts off and permanently damage them for life before they're old enough to get a tattoo legally.
No surprise there. The left hates you and your children. They will do everything they can to destroy you. Now you have people in the comments, of course, they don't like that this happened. Crazy leftists. This only happens in your demented brain. You creepy person. You enjoy typing about child twan operations daily. Not one change operation has ever happened to anyone underage. Well, you think they're going to actually release the full statistics on this? Of course not. But what we do know is that the estimates range between about 108 operations to over 5,700, almost 6,000. That number could be astronomically higher. This absolutely does happen. There are far too many, thousands of instances, way too many. Even one instance is too much. But yeah, people who are claiming this has never happened. This is just a smokescreen. Conservatives are making this up. It happens. More than you know. Now we are reminded in Psalm 139 that we are formed by God. Every part of us is formed by God. And we are not made by mistake. God didn't mess up. He didn't accidentally make a mistake when he was creating you or me or anybody ever. It says this in Psalm 139, For you formed my inward parts. You knitted me together in my mother's womb. I praise you, for I am fearfully and wonderfully made. Wonderful are your works. My soul knows it very well. My frame was not hidden from you when I was being made in secret, intricately woven in the depths of the earth. Your eyes saw my unformed substance. In your book were written, every one of them, the days that were formed for me, when as yet there was none of them. But hey, let me know your thoughts about all this in the comment section. I would love to hear from you. And if you wouldn't mind hitting that subscribe button, join this community. I would love to hear from you on a regular basis. And please, hit that thumbs up button. You know, when you like this video, it'll get pushed out to more people, and it would really help spread the truth. All right, I'll see you in the next video. Bye.